Wake up, wake up. Okay, today is senior today. Yay! So if you've been wondering, like, how do we get through the things that we get through, how to make the best of the Bennett experience, this is the perfect answer for you today. So first I'm going to call all the seniors in the audience to come up and sit down on these steps right here if you wish to share your experiences. So can we welcome the seniors? We made it. We made it. So as we're welcoming our seniors and they're getting together, sitting down and stuff, I wanted to remind you all that this is an open discussion, so we want to share with you everything, how you made it through finals and homecoming, everything. So as we share our experiences, we want you all to share yours. So do I have a senior who want to go first? You. I think the crowd was requesting to ring first. Well, first I'm going to start off with just sharing some general tips, and then when you feel more comfortable, of course, y'all can ask questions at any time. Just do it in a respectful manner, stand up, and somebody will call on you to ask your questions. Is that cool with everybody? Oh, yes, yeah. Everybody introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm Tori Morgan, graduating senior journalism and media studies major from Harlem, New York.
Hi everyone, my name is Ife Maximoya. I'm a graduating senior African American Studies major from Atlanta, Georgia.
Good morning ladies, my name is Unique Edwards. I'm an international business major from Los Angeles.
Good morning, ladies. My name is Kanisha King, the graduating senior from Atlanta, Georgia, psychology major.
Hi guys, I'm Raven. I am the theater major. I'm a senior from Akron.
Hello everyone, I'm Trina Harris, a senior psychology major from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carolyn Thorpe. I'm a graduating senior psychology major from Forest, Maryland.
Good morning everybody, I'm Charlotte Clinton. I'm an interdisciplinary studies major from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Good morning ladies, my name is Akia Bowles. I'm a graduating senior political science major in music education minor from Newark, New Jersey.
Once again, you guys, I'm Nicholas, graduating senior English major, political science minor from Washington, D.C. Okay, so do we have a senior that wants to go first for just a general overall tip?
So my tip for you guys is to make this experience your own. No other person is going to be able to experience or enjoy college the way you are going to do it in the manner in which you do it. Don't let anybody tell you what you should or should not be doing to make this your own. Make sure you have input. So that means if you want to be a part of an e-board or you want to be a part of something that you're a part of and you want to make it interesting, make sure you do it. Because when it comes down to it, if you don't put your 2 cents in, nobody's going to ever give you change. So just make sure you let them know, like, hey, this is about me. You pay your money to enjoy yourself and learn the way you need to learn. So if you're not learning the way you need to learn, you need to put your professor aside and say, hey, I don't get it that way. Can you help me get it another way? Or if you're part of an organization, hey, I want to do it that way. Can we do it a different way? Or can we maybe have input on doing things differently? Make sure you speak your mind, because if you don't speak it, nobody's ever going to know. Pretty much all exactly said, do you, because you only got 4 or 5 years. Nothing wrong with 5, nothing wrong with 5. But you only got 4 or 5 years to make your experience yours.
Well, I think we should get hers together. I would definitely say, you guys, this is your school. I always say this is your school. If you leave out of here May 4th, because I'm pretty sure the date will stay the same, May 4th, and you're not satisfied, you only have yourself to blame, honestly, because you stayed here, you chose to stay here, so you definitely definitely have to make the best out of what you do. And it's a lot of untapped resources that's out there. So definitely don't stick to your same crew, don't stick to your same way of doing stuff, and just challenge yourself. Like sit with different people in the cab, do whatever you need to do to have an adventure every day here on the campus, because it can't be possible. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some studying tips and like some tips to avoid.
She got a lesson plan.
Okay, so it's tips to like, avoid procrastination and to some study tips or whatever. So I know for me, this is what works best for me. So, okay, first of all, your syllabus. You get to the beginning of the year, right? And it has everything listed on there as far as what to expect when it comes to your exams and your projects and all that stuff. So your syllabus is like a guide. Use it as a way to keep track of what's going on, and it basically provides a way for you to stay a step ahead of the game. Okay, so next thing I have on my list is set your own deadline. I know for some of you might procrastinate a little bit. If you know something is going to be due on the 17th, put your own deadline. Make your own deadline. Set it a week before the date is actually due. And you'll end up like cycling stuff out to the week that is actually due a week before it is, and you'll be accepting every day. Another thing that's very important, read the chapter before class. Like for real, read the chapter before class, and don't try to read it all in one sitting. I know in psychology we have like 20, 30-page chapters. If you read a 30-page chapter before class, you're not going to remember nothing. So split it up. Like take Monday, read 10 days, take Tuesday, read the next 10 pages. Like break it up and take notes as you go along, and you'll remember the chapter better, and then you get to class and it'll be a refresher to you. You won't be looking completely clueless. You'll actually know what's going on, because once you get to your junior, senior year in psychology, it's all discussion based. It's pretty much no PowerPoint, and it's going to be all you. I would say review, utilize your notes, your slides, your campaign sites that come with your textbooks, and work with your friends, study with your friends, and ask questions, seek the necessary resources to help you as far as like your professors' office hours, tutors, things of that sort. And last but not least, work in groups. I know this behavior class that Major Man just took, our professor was giving us 5 chapter tests every week and a half. And there's actually no way that you can read 5 chapters by yourself, understand them, comprehend them, and have a test every other week. So we split up the chapters, we got our study groups together. Each person had a chapter to go over, we came together and discussed it, and that's how we made it through. Like, just utilize these tips and these tools to help you make those A's. And that's it.
One vital thing we just learned from Kenisha is always be prepared. You don't know what opportunities are going to come your way. Clearly, she has a plan for y'all. So just always be prepared. So if they represent you an opportunity to come with your A game, or come with your B, C, D game, and get your A game at all times, because you are representing Bennett College.
Hello, sisters. Another tip to help you stay on your A game is to be involved. I can't stress that enough. Everybody always comes up to me like, you're always in everything, you're always in everything. But being in everything has helped me stay on my A game, stay prepared, stay on top of my classes, know my sisters. It's very important that you know each other. I don't understand you at a school with 600 and some girls, and people don't know people. Make sure you know each other, you know what I'm saying, so that you can support each other, so that when you're out, and if your sister might need help, you're looking like she's from Bennett or not. Know your sisters, help your sisters, support your sisters, be there for your sisters, hear your sisters, understand your sisters as well. Is there anybody in the crowd that would like to share anything that they have? Somebody should say, come on. Is anybody? Brianna? Come on. Come on. We have a singer in the crowd, Johnson, again. Marsha, come up to sing.
My freshman year, when I came here, I noticed that
females, this is an all female college. I noticed that a lot of females felt as though they had to prove something to somebody. It's not like that. We all sisters. So I think that's very important. Also,
Come on, y'all, this is a sister chat. It's open. Somebody has something. Come on. Taylor.
y'all welcome to take it down. She has a question for us. You know, to support your sister.
Give it a mic.
So, what advice would you give a student that is trying to achieve, make an A in a class, but the teacher does not teach? And when you go to the office hours, it's like no help there. So you go to the chairperson and there's no help there either. What advice would you give them?
Yes, I'm gonna be real, honey. I'm gonna be real. Cause I have dealt with that all 4 years. Did one professor. And what we did, not me, what we did is we came together as a group. I got 3 of them sitting right here with me, and we did what we had to do. So when it came to staying up late, studying, reading the chapters, I mean breaking them up. 50-page chapters, breaking these chapters up, coming to each other, all right, y'all. So one person on the chalkboard and the whiteboard trying to write this stuff down, because this is what we have to know, breaking all the terms down, everything. You have to be able to be on your A game, because believe it or not, y'all want to go to medical school and law school and graduate school. It's going to be like that. And I didn't believe that. Everybody was like, oh, there's nobody going to help you. But me here in law school now is kicking my don't nobody want to help you. Don't nobody want to explain it to you. They want you to do all the research on your own. And that's how life is. So when it comes to, knowing professors like that, you really have to be able to understand what you want. And if you want to get far in your life, you have to just, knock it out. And try and at least attempt to talk to the professor.
But like the class is not not really much learning going on. So how do you know what to study? Or we have study groups, staying up 3 o'clock in the morning. And how do you know what to study? And if she says a certain topic, you get the test and it's totally completely different.
Right. So, because that happens a lot in grad school for people, and we'll just hopefully, if you decide to take, you'll just get a packet and they say, deal with it, and then you come back to it, and then you're like, this is nothing that I looked at. So you really you always have to CYA, cover yourself. You always have to cover yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it means like documentation. So like if you get it. So when you go to class and they say, we're gonna have a test on these chapters. So you go back to your room because you got a crazy professor. So you email them and say, just to reiterate, during class you said that we were gonna have a class on chapters 1 through 5. Then you get the test back and they're on chapters 7 through 8. So when you get your test, you take your test. After you take your test, you email the professor again. I remember they emailing on such and such date, told us that we were going to have a chapter test on 1 through 5. The test that you gave us today was from 6 through 10. That's very, very different. Can you get back to me? 9 times out of 10, that professor won't say anything. If they're a good professor, if they want to keep their job, then they go, oh my goodness, you guys, I so apologize. Let me do X, Y, Z, L, P. If they're not like that, now after they haven't responded, now you go to their chair and you copy and send them an email, you carbon copy there, and you make them so I'm sending it to your professor, right? And then send it to yourself to another email address. So you send it to like your Gmail, and I always send one to my mother, just because I gotta send it to my mom. So I send one to my mother so you have it, because you have to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not. I have a professor. He doesn't ever give A's. I've had this professor for every year that I've gotten to come here. and I have gotten nothing but A's in his class. Because I listen, if you tell me we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and I gotta do it because I gotta get my grades right. This is what I'm living for. I'm getting out here to get a job in this. So you have to make sure that that's what's gonna happen in the workforce. They're gonna tell you, hey, I need you to work on this project, and your supervisor will say, I thought I told you to do this, you need to do this. So you always have to make sure you're covering yourself, and that means documentation. Also be prepared, like they said, make sure you're looking at the syllabus, make sure you're reading up, you read an extra couple chapters, just because you're gonna get the professor's crazy. So because you know she's crazy, she said it's gonna be on 5, let me just read all the way till 10, y'all. We just gonna read to 10, because 9 times out of 10, she's gonna throw it in there anyway. So you just wanna cover yourself and make sure you're prepared. But at the same time, when you're prepared, you have to make sure you hold them accountable for the things that come out their mouth. Because sometimes they say things and they forget. So you just have to, and emailing is the best way. Always, or leave voicemail messages. They have phones, leave voicemail messages. You can say, well, I called you and left a message. Did you check it? Oh, you didn't, sorry.
Well, I wanted to say, also make sure your professors know your name. That's the most important thing. Like, make sure they know your name. Because last semester, I know Taylor had this. We were just talking before, and she has the same professor that I have now. Had this semester, and I was surprised that she knew my name and didn't know anybody else's name in the class. So just make sure you're in her face, in his or her face, and so you can get that grade that you want.
I just want to add what they said. Make sure that you cover yourself, but also you have to know how to play the game with these teachers. And playing the game, don't let them play you, honestly, because you're paying for this education. And like I said, anything that happens and whatever stuff you feel on May 4th, they all are because of you. Like you could have changed them. You get what I'm saying? So basically, learn how to play the game. If you have a teacher that doesn't respond to emails, doesn't respond to anything, basically the only time you see them is in class. If they show, find out what they like. Do they like for you to come to their office hours? Even if you understand everything they talk about, if you have time, show up to one of their office hours because it shows initiative. So learn how to play the game with these professors because that's just the real when you're in school.
I just wanted to go back to saying when Brenda was saying this is your, everyone was saying this is your experience, this is your education. How many people have taken a consortium class here? Consortium? Like at another school? Okay, so Jay, I think I saw 2 years. Okay, so one of the things you can do here at Bennett College, I don't know if they told you, like you can take classes at other institutions within grade school. I had the opportunity to take a couple classes at A&T. Now, if there's a class, like they said, this is your education. So if there's a class you are not to take, and they don't offer it at Bennett College, but they offer it across the street, take that class. It's a good experience. You get to meet people outside of Bennett College, and I know me, I got really close to one of the professors up there. He's opened up a lot of doors for me. So just make sure you take advantage of that. That's one of the resources that's available to you. Also, I know we all are rallying for change instead of Bennett College. And while we are rallying for change, let's make sure we find all the resources that Bennett has to offer and take advantage of those resources because they're here. Okay?
Right on the heels of that, I want to say definitely consortium. I was going to say that. And also, it's not talked about very much, but there are opportunities for domestic exchange. So what that means is you can actually go do an entire semester at another school in the country, right? So there was a senior who was here when I was here, my freshman year, who did an entire semester at Yale. Did presentations, and of course that transformed her whole undergraduate experience and what she was able to do with it. And now she's at Columbia doing her postgrad year. So take advantage of that, seek that out. It's not necessarily going to be in your face, but you can talk to your professors and the provost about it. If you have ideas, crazy ideas about what you want to do with some of your time here, go to your professor, go to the provost and see what's possible. A lot of times things are possible, and our administration
or our professors don't necessarily have the time to think about it or, push it to us right now, but there are opportunities to do it. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna talk about study abroad. Ooh. I did 2 semesters abroad, changed my life. I know a lot of you have heard me talk about it already. I know a lot of people who are in this audience who have had opportunities to go abroad. Before I got to Bennett, I had not stepped foot outside of this country, and now I have been to 5 countries, all for free, actually. So there are opportunities that looks crazy great on your resume, crazy great on any type of essay or personal statement that you're gonna write or anything like that. So don't underestimate those opportunities. If there's a class that you have to take in order to have a free trip out of the country, those happen all the time. Find those out, see what those are, and start now. You know what I'm saying? I know we have some sophomores and some freshmen in the audience. Start now, because there might be some classes you have to take for an entire year in order to go, and have that opportunity. You want to know about that now so you can figure out how to fit that into your course curriculum. All right, and I'm always available if anybody wants to talk about study abroad, because that's not everything forward. Okay?
Okay, so I wanted to know, how do you guys think through time to, you just feel like giving up? Because I know, through this semester, it's been, one of the hardest semesters and I wanted to know, because, right now, I was supposed to go home, stay home, because I don't want to come back, but I know, something people that I know since freshman year, they've been talking to me and telling me, just to keep on, so I want you to, figure out have time to not just keep on.
One thing that I do when I'm having a rough time, I usually read my Bible. I keep it on the side of my nightstand, and I call my mom. That's the first thing I do, just call my mom, and she's always the one that calms me down. So that's what I do, basically.
Okay, I've had 2 similar moments like that. My junior year, I just really feel like I didn't want to be here. It got to the point where I was telling my person, I didn't want to be here, so but I just had to step back and think, what would I be doing if I wasn't here? And then I had to think about all these people that wanted to be here, that's not here. And so I had this opportunity, so I told myself, you have to take advantage, it's bumpy, it's junior year, so I've come too far, and you're still here, so you're here for a reason. So don't, don't discourage yourself, because I know that was a lot of me. I was I'm not even supposed to be what am I doing here? But you're here for a reason, so just fulfill your purpose here. And I know recently I had a moment when I found out I graduated in December, so I was just I'm not coming back, I did it. But like I said, you're here for a reason. You're on a journey, you started the journey, so let's finish it. And you're not alone, so don't ever feel like you're alone. Whether it's me or anybody else or everybody in this chapel, we all here, we're on your hand, and we're gonna push you through the finish line, okay? So don't ever feel like you're alone.
Also, it sounds like you're doing the right thing, surrounding yourself with upbeat people. Don't keep yourself in a negative place, because it's not going to help anything. Make sure you're getting off campus and leaving your room and going out into the surrounding area and embracing life itself, because Greensboro is not a bad place. When I was a freshman, I didn't want to be here. There was a lot that I was doing, but I had to think about all the people that were counting on me to do this. I'm a first generation. I'm the first person graduating from college in my family. And it was something I had to keep on going for them and for me. It was something that I had to work hard for. But surrounding yourself with people that are negative also is not going to help you get out of the place that you need to be progressing.
So I came in with the class of 2010, and so I took the semester off. I'm not gonna lie, I hated it. You don't know, I'm a non-traditional student, so in that definition means I'm not in it. I didn't come to school right after high school. I graduated high school a long time ago. So in that, when I came back to school, this was a way different experience for me. So after I completed my sophomore year, first year, my junior year, I stayed home. I didn't come back. And when I stayed home, I was like, what am I doing here? And I didn't realize the change in me. Like, I was with my same group of friends or whatever, and they were doing the same things that they had been doing for the 2 years that I was away. I'm like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. And it wasn't just emotional reasons and, those other things. There was also some financial things. So when I tell you I worked hard to get myself back here for the semester that I mentioned. And then I came here, and I was in the semester that I met here. I'm a senior or a junior, whatever, living in the freshman dorm. Was kind of crazy. I was ready to go. I was ready to go then too. Like, I was like, I gotta go. But and I was negative. I was negative. Like, on the inside of me, I was negative. I was portraying negativity to other people, right? So, like how Carolyn said, don't surround yourself with negative people. Don't let that negativity start growing like a cancer inside of yourself. Because that's what happens to me. Real negative. But I had some real life sisters. When I say all these sisters that just give you soup when you're sick, I'm talking about real life sisters like Zakia, what's wrong with you? Like, Zakia, this is not you, and I don't want to deal with you because you're acting crazy, sisters. Because that's what a sister is, don't get it twisted. Sisters tell you who you are and what you are when you're not how you are and how you're not supposed to be. That's the definition of a sister. It might hurt your feelings, you might not want to talk to her for a week or two, but that's your friend, so go back to her because she's the one that cares. That's why I put that out there. So, I had some real sisters that said to me, I can't get yourself together because you're not cool like I used to be cool. For real. So you just gotta make sure that the cancer, and then it's okay, my thing is it's okay if you need to take a minute off. It's okay. It doesn't make you less of a person, doesn't mean anything. It doesn't, I'm not gonna graduate with my class, but you go graduate. You gotta do it. So if you need to take it, because it's gonna help this. For real. So, but I'm not saying you always gotta go, you always gotta come back. You can't go and stay gone, you gotta come back.
Hey everyone, my name is Maisha Patton. I am a junior from South Carolina. I'm to encourage my biggest sister. I just want to say that I'm also classified as a senior by credits anyway. I'm also a non-traditional student as well. Everyone thinks I'm 18, 19, no, I'm 26, well, I'm 27 maybe. So one thing I would definitely stress, your focus. Don't get, because my experience back in, I'm about to tell my age, in 2006 where I went to college in 2006, and I was so focused on my ex-boyfriend. And I know with the guys, it's all about balance. You can like a guy, but if you get so wrapped and tied up in somebody that may not be with you, but your college, you're paying tuition, your family members are invested in you. So what happens if you get caught up in this individual and they no longer there? So what was the purpose then? So it's your focus, and yes, it's okay to have fun, but also get your work done. Work hard first and then play later. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. I just want to share that. And also surround, like everyone said, surround yourself with positive people. And as Bennett sisters, we encourage one another. There have been times where I had to find a place of vulnerability. I started crying. If it wasn't for one of my Bennett sisters, just as positive as I am, she probably said, girl, you can't do this, you can't do this. She told me what I can do. She said, don't worry about it. Change your perspective on certain things. So hang around positive people, around positive places, things of that nature. Thank you.
Just want to put a plug in for counseling services. The young lady that asked about, you just want to give up. I've seen some of you guys, and I don't disclose it, but I've seen some students that have come to me, and by coming and talking to someone in counseling services to kind of sort out things, we help make a plan. And like you said, this sister right here, I just want to give you kudos. She is really telling it like it is. There are a lot of support just don't utilize. So you can come to counseling. Ms. Livingston, can you stand up? Our clinical counselor, Ms. Livingston, is back here. We have a graduate student, 2 graduate students, stand up. And we are here for you. So you can come and talk to us about anything. We know situations happen, family situations, drama, things where you may have to take a semester off. But if you come to a counselor and just talk to us, we will help you map out a plan. Because we don't want to see you go. We want to see everybody graduate. We want to see everybody walk across but sometimes the road can be bumpy. And sometimes you need professional help. The Bennett sisters are great. They can offer that insight from a student perspective, but sometimes you may need a professional perspective to help you map it out. Okay, so don't forget about counseling.
I just wanted to say, your senior year is not the time for you to start deciding what you're going to do after Bennett. You need to start thinking about that now. Actually, you should start thinking about that your freshman year, because these 4 years are going to fly by. It's time for you to start figuring out what you want to do, where you want to go to school after, if you want to work after, if you don't want to go to the military. The time starts now. Like, utilize your summers. Do internships, do summer research, do anything during the summer to build your resume. You have 3 months. Those summer 3 months, that's a lot of time to build your resume. But that's what I want to say, because that 4 years, it just flies by. We were just freshmen yesterday. We're graduating in a couple of weeks, and you don't need to graduate and not know what you got to do. And like I do, she's going to be calling me 6 months later. I'm politely telling her, I'm in graduate school. I'll be pinning you later. Figure it out now. Right along those lines, developing your network is really, really important. So, I know some of us, we have exit speakers, we might go to conferences. If we don't, we should be going to conferences, like departments, our professors, abroad, whatever. And especially from your professors, learning how to network can be something that you can really, something valuable that you can gain from them if you don't already. But their colleagues, if you come into contact with them, if you meet a person in person, get their business card, send them an email, say, my name is such and such, I know you in such and such. I was really taken by what you said about such and such, blah, blah, blah. And what that does is, especially if you can keep connection, even every so often, when you looking for a job or looking for an opportunity or looking for a professor to study under when you go to graduate school, you already built some type of relationship with this person, and that really, really, really makes a difference. You don't want to get to your senior year and say, where am I going? What am I doing? I have no one to call on. I have no one to help me. You don't ever want to be in a place where you're applying for a job or applying for grad school cold. And what that means is you have no warm connections. You don't have anybody who's going to say, oh, Ife, I know that girl. I met her here. I can vouch for her. Or my colleague such and such, who's her professor, has been talking about her or her city, blah, blah, blah. When you're just applying as just anybody, your chances are a lot shorter. So in that same vein, for some of you who are going to want to go to grad school or just think you want to go to grad school or don't even know, for your discipline, what that looks like. For my discipline at this point, I need to know exactly who I would want to work under at a graduate school, maybe a professor or a scholar of some sort to really be accepted into that program. So how do you start thinking about or conceptualizing what that means for me and what I need to do now when you get in there? If you want to get a job, what does that look like for your discipline, etc. Talking to career services now about what you need to do now and going forward so that when you're a senior, you're in an advantageous position. And it's never too late to start, ever. I don't really have a tip. I just have more so of a charge. You can take it however you want. Simply said, don't give up. And that's spoken from a single mother. I have a 6-year-old daughter now, and daily I have to do it with Mom. When you come home, I'm ready for you to come home. So that's, it's hard, but I have to. I can say something. Yeah. 6-year-old daughter, I've been here for 2 years. Staying on campus is just kind of like, okay, you stay on campus. To her, it's like you can tell your teachers, because she said it to me before, Mommy, you can tell your teacher you can come home. You don't have to stay at school. Tell them, I'm at home. It was my birthday. I went last year on my birthday. She was like, Mommy, it's your birthday. I'll come eat you. What's wrong with that?
tell you, oh girl, you can do it, but in reality, it's like, oh crap, can I really do it? You sit up in your room, it's like, who can understand you? Zakia. You don't have kids. Don't nobody up here can have kids. And I don't like that. I don't want to. If you're a single parent, you ever put yourself up here right now. Me, I understand. I am 24 years old. And it's just like, oh my God, why am I here? Why am I here? But I have to remember, playing back in my head over and over again. It's for you, but it's also for Jay, that's my daughter. And it's for anybody else that want to know how to get through it as a single parent. May feel convenient, but
25 days.
so, with that being said, it's bigger than me. You know, graduation, hoorah, all of that, I'm excited. But I'm even more excited than knowing when I get to go home and be with my baby, my family, and get to move forward from here. So.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brianna, I'm a sophomore from Washington, D.C. The moral of what I'm about to say is basically speak to your sisters. That's all. I mean, you walk around and see each other every day. If y'all see me after lunch last week when it felt good and I kept saying, hey sis, it's just, you never know what somebody is going through. And a lot of us go through stuff on a daily basis that nobody knows. I know my freshman year and this year, like, the devil has been attacking me. Me, no, Brenda, no, my freshman year was really off. And you never know what nobody's going through. It's a lot that people suffer on a daily basis, but they need to speak to each other. I never know that I can make somebody day by speaking to them. Y'all know I play too much. I'm saying, hey, sis, hey, you sis, hey, sis. Y'all don't always move here and I with y'all. I just want y'all to speak. Because there's no reason why I should not know my whole class. My 2000 class, the class of 2016. There's no reason why I should not know all y'all. This is small college. Even the freshmen. I know some of the freshmen. They know me for saying, hey, sir. I mean, there's no reason why you should not know your class, your sisters, even the seniors. Like, they might leave, but it's funny like they still leave. So, when you speak to them, that's all.
Really quickly aside, to understand the difference between networking and relationships. You network with somebody who has something that you want. So when you go to conferences, there's different schools, and you build relationships with maybe the people that go to the school because you may be in the same discipline, you have the same idea. I just went to model you in, and one of the girls that were on our team, she's like, I'm networking. And I was like, well, who are you talking to? She's like, oh, the student that goes to. You don't network with a student that has the same thing that you have. And we both graduated in 2014. What are you giving me? Oh, he has really good things. No, he's not giving me anything unless you're giving me the person. You may be networking opportunities for people who have something that you don't have. So like Ife said, you introduce yourself to professors, you speak to your professors. There's been a great deal, maybe not as much this semester or last semester, but we get a lot of great speakers to come to ACES. Make sure you try to get on the program. Say the scripture. Present. Introduce. Simple things like that. Just so you, and I'm not saying one thing I learned about my own self is I've always been myself here. I've grown, but the core of Zakia has not changed, and it will never change. So the core of you does not have to change for you to ascertain the goals that you want to ascertain. So remember to remain you in all of this. Stay goofy, because that's what they love about your goofy self. They love you being goofy, and as the person who hires you is going to say, that girl is right? Because somebody else going to go goofy. They might have the credentials, but they're not going to shine like how you shine. So stay how you are. If you're making quiet, stay making quiet, because people are looking for that. But make sure that you grow the professionalism that you need to grow. Because there was a time when I would have never been able to get on here and be on the mic for real. Because I'm just as goofy and crazy as I want to be when I want to be. And how the counselor said, I'm real, I know nothing else to be but real. Really real. Sometimes real to a fault. But real. I'm so serious.
All right, y'all. I'm ready to wrap it up. One last tip: stay prayed up. If you stay faithful to God, He'll stay faithful to you. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna change today. So bring wrap it up.
Okay, thank you guys so much for sharing with us, and I hope that you took as much as you could from all of us, because these are personal experiences, and we really love you all, each and every one of you. Even if we haven't had the time to come and make personal relationships with you all, we love all of you, just on the strength that you are our brothers and sisters. So, if I can pray us out, if everybody bow your heads, open your hearts. God, we come to you as humbly as possible, telling you thank you for all that you have done for us, asking you to forgive us for anything that is not like you. God, in these months that are coming up, and these weeks that are coming up, that we are about to graduate, that we are about to have finals, that we are about to branch off into new journeys, please protect us and give us the sight of you to tell us which direction to go. For everybody that is going through something, for everyone that doesn't know where to turn, please let them see you. God, please allow us to do the things that you want us to do, and let us know that we have somebody out there that was sent to us by you, that knows us and that can relate to us, even if we do not know them yet. In Jesus'